On the morning of September 6, 2024, in a quiet hospital room in Prague, the towering figure of Illia Golem Yefimchik lay motionless. At just 36 years old, the man once hailed as the world's most monstrous bodybuilder could not help himself. What happened to Golem? The end will keep you in shock for days. This is the tragic story of Illia Golem. Chapter 1. The Fragile Beginning. Illia Yefimchik was born on April 23, 1988, in Belarus. Growing up in a post-Soviet environment, he faced many challenges, including economic struggles and few opportunities.
I'm proud to say you that I use steroids and I don't want to play some kind of clear guy with an outstanding genetics. I have a very ugly genetics in sports. In childhood and poverty, I was a very skinny guy, and when I was 16, I couldn't do any push-up.
As a teenager, Illia was very thin, weighing only about 70 kilograms, 154 pounds, despite being tall. Instead of enjoying physical education classes, he often felt embarrassed. He later shared in interviews that he couldn't even do a single proper push-up in school. He was the typical skinny kid, often bullied and the last one picked for sports teams. This treatment left a mark on him, but it also sparked a strong determination that stayed with him. His early teenage years were tough due to his lack of strength, making him a target for bullies. The teasing he experienced during this time motivated him to transform his body and his life.
Until my first 3 push-ups, pull-ups, I did when I was like 16, 15, 16. Before I was really, I looked like a girl. Like I can find some photos, but it's true. It's true, and actually I have some comparison on my Instagram page. But anyway, I get bullied, so the best decision was to go to gym to get stronger, but not to go to some boxing, to get a really good boxer and to push all those haters, all those bullies. So I came to gym. That time I lived in the really small town.
In 2006, Illia's family moved to the Czech Republic to find better opportunities. This move was challenging, but eventually paved the way for his incredible transformation.
So I came to gym. That time I lived in the really small town, and we had some small tiny gym with a few machines, and that's how my fit.
Chapter 2. The Spark of Inspiration. Moving to the Czech Republic exposed Illia to Western media and the idealized images of male bodies.
I moved to Czech Republic when I was 18, and next 6 years I trained only with using some creatine, protein powders, and nothing else at all.
He became hooked on action movies featuring stars like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Nothing. So only films with Arnold Schwarzenegger and some Rambo, and you can decide by yourself what to do and how to grow.
Their strong physiques symbolized power and respect that Illia longed for.
Yeah. After this, I had some equipment at home, just some dumbbells, small dumbbells. So, and you drink the sweet milk after workout, and you feel like your body, your muscles are growing. It was really funny.
What really struck him was how hard work could lead to real results. This idea resonated deeply with him, stirring a desire for more control over his life, something he had often felt was missing before. Chapter 3. The Methodical Transformation. What set Illia apart from many others who want to change their bodies was his clear plan and steady dedication. By the time he was in his late teens, he had built a consistent routine that laid the groundwork for his incredible physical change. His early gains were small but steady. By age 20, he had added about 20 kilograms, 44 pounds, of muscle to his once thin body. While this was an impressive start, it was just the beginning of his journey.
In my case, not happened. So, but I still working out in a gym, and still think that I look good, that I'm improving, that I'm growing.
For the first 4 years, Illia trained without any supplements, but eventually he hit a point where his natural abilities couldn't keep up with his goals. That's when he had to decide how far he was willing to go to achieve what he wanted. Chapter 4. The Birth of Golem. By By the time he hit his mid-20s, Ilya's transformation had really taken off. Standing at 6 feet 1 inch and weighing over 130 kilograms, he was packed with muscle. His build went way beyond the typical bodybuilding standards, entering a level of muscle size that amazed and even worried those who saw him. It was during this time that he earned the nickname Golem. This name came from a creature in Jewish folklore, a giant made from clay and brought to life through magical means. The comparison was clear. Illia had essentially reshaped his body through hard work and determination. Unlike many bodybuilders who focus mainly on looking good and having balanced proportions, Illia aimed for pure strength and mass. His training began to include elements from strongman competitions and powerlifting. By 2018, Illia was gaining a lot of attention online. His Instagram posts featuring his incredible physique and impressive strength attracted hundreds of thousands of followers, filling the comment sections with a mix of admiration, disbelief, and worry. Illia didn't train just to win competitions or fit into typical standards of appearance. He pushed himself to explore the limits of what the human body could do, wanting people to look at him and reconsider their ideas about strength and capability. Chapter 5. The Extreme Regimen.
I'm planning to eat a lot of meat, a lot of beef, seafood, chicken maybe, and a lot of rice, some sushi, so a bunch of food, and all this food will help me to grow even more extreme weight.
To keep his impressive mass growing, Illia followed a strict routine focused on nutrition and recovery. His daily calorie intake became well known in bodybuilding circles. At his peak, he reported eating between 12,000 to 16,000 calories a day, about 6 times the average man's requirement.
In this dough. Guys, let's eat it. It's amazing.
Eating was a job for Illia. While it sounded fun to consume that much food, getting over 300 grams of protein every day was tough work. There were times when he sat in front of meals he couldn't bear to eat, pushing himself to finish them because his body needed the fuel. His methods for enhancing performance were just as intense. Illia didn't go into detail often, but he admitted to using different substances like steroids to reach his size. Unlike some who hide their use, he was open about the fact that his physique couldn't be achieved naturally.
I have something like D-ball. I was like, D-ball, you know. I didn't hear about D-ball in this, supplement store. No one told me about this. What is this? It's from Muscle Tech or... No. It's just, this kind of octagon pills, red tie, like old school users know what I mean, this Thai D-ball, this old school Thai D-ball, octagons, red pills. And he said, like, if you want to try, I can give you some, but you will be better, like 10 times better than now. But I see that you have a huge, potential to grow. I was like, oh, thank you.
He understood there was a price to pay for his choices. Illia researched carefully and worked with medical professionals to reduce risks as much as he could.
Really? So, and all the thing was done. So he sold me this bottle, and he brought me also protocol how to use it, because I was really without any information, and it was like, you need to start with 1 pill, then 2 pills, after 5 days 3 pills, so up to 6 pills, and then go down. So really easy, like 1.5 months, like kind of pyramid. And yes, I started with this D-ball, nothing else. It was my first cycle, but this feeling, this difference, the vapor goes to trash the same day because this difference between vapor and what D-ball brought to me, it was like really like not even comparable. So
this honesty, even if it made some uncomfortable, earned him respect from those who valued transparency in a field often plagued by denial and falsehoods. Chapter 6. the physical and personal cost. By his early 30s, Illia had reached his goal of becoming one of the largest people in the world. At his heaviest, he weighed about 165 kilograms, 364 pounds, while still showing a lot of muscle definition. His arms measured over 60 centimeters, 24 inches around, and his chest was more than 150 centimeters, 60 inches wide. However, this extreme physical development came with serious consequences. The toll on his body was becoming noticeable. Followers on social media pointed out how he struggled to breathe during even simple tasks. More worrying were the signs that hinted at possible health problems. The human body isn't meant to carry such extreme muscle size, and Illia's was starting to show the strain. His personal life also reflected the intense focus he had on his goal. Relationships often became difficult because few understood the level of commitment needed to maintain his physique, or were willing to accept the health risks he took.
Something need to hold you in this activity. So if you are not believing in yourself, if you not believe that you are better, you are stronger, because it's not happening in your life. You will not become something like in this sport actually, because everyone else, instead of your mama or maybe your parents, they will not say, oh, you're bigger now, you're bigger, you look like you're working out, because like no changes at all, you know, you don't see some emergent changes in a long period of time. So you need to believe in yourself, you need to trust in yourself, you need to know that you could be better each day. So, and this feeling holds you with working out, and after a long time you will have results.
While most people enjoy a variety of interests and activities, Illia's life was centered entirely around one aim: becoming the biggest and strongest version of himself. It was a path not everyone would choose or relate to. Chapter 7: Beyond the Physique. Illia Yefimchik was known for his impressive bodybuilding physique and strong commitment to his sport, but his personal life, especially his relationship with his wife Anna, showed a different side of him. Illia was married to Anna Yefimchik, who frequently appeared in his social media posts and played an important role in his life. Their relationship was built on a deep respect and support for one another. Anna wasn't just Illia's partner, she truly understood his intense focus on bodybuilding. Many fans saw her as a calming and caring presence in his life, especially given the challenges of his extreme lifestyle. Bodybuilding can be lonely as it often leaves little room for social life, but Anna remained a steady support for Illia. Friends and followers often remarked on how she stood by him during injuries and tough times in his career. There isn't much information about Illia's previous relationships, likely because he was a private person who focused on his goals. He rarely talked about romance in interviews and preferred to keep that part of his life away from the public eye. What stood out, though, was how his marriage to Anna gave him emotional support and companionship as he pursued his physical achievements. Chapter 8: His Death. As Illia reached his mid-30s, people started to wonder about his future. He had pushed the limits of human development, and many medical experts and bodybuilding professionals worried about the long-term effects of his extreme lifestyle. On September 6, 2024, Illia experienced a cardiac arrest at home. His wife, Anna, performed CPR until help arrived. He was airlifted to the hospital, where he was in a coma for several days. Although he showed some signs of recovery at first, doctors later confirmed that his brain had stopped functioning. He was declared dead on September 11, 2024. Illia's death has raised concerns in the bodybuilding community about the health risks of extreme bodybuilding. His strict routine involved eating up to 16,500 calories a day and intense workouts, which some experts believe may have led to his heart problems. While there's no official proof that his lifestyle directly caused his death, his story highlights the importance of staying aware of health issues and understanding the risks of pushing our bodies too hard.